Okay, so hello student collaborators and those who were absent having to make this up. Let's go ahead and talk about what we've been doing so far in this lesson. So we watched a video about viruses. I'll put it in the description so you can watch it for yourself. But we watched how viruses actually infect the body. And how they do it is the following. So we made viruses purple. This is the closest I can get there, purple. And that's because viruses are actually not living without a host. So we don't consider viruses alive because they can't reproduce, they can't metabolize, they can't do any of these things that living things do, living cells do, without a host. So what happens, as we saw in the video, is they actually are able to bind to host cells, infiltrate, so they're like the spies of infectious agents. They have to infiltrate. I'm not sure if I spelled that right. Maybe someone can tell me in the chat if I spelled it wrong. But they infiltrate the host cells and they take over reproduction, infiltrate. Thank you. In order to spread all over the host body. And the example we saw is HIV, which is very sad. From one HIV cell, it's able to bind to the T cell of the human body. So it binds to human T cells. And we saw it. Once it binds, it's able to break open the membrane using its stalk, and the RNA swims and makes its way into the nuclear envelope, and then it reproduces using the host body. So this is my summary of what we watched together. In discussing with my students, it was really cool to hear them reflect on it and see that they were amazed that, a virus can actually trick the human body, and that's how it lives. It's very sad, but it's very interesting. That the only way viruses can take over and reproduce is by tricking their hosts. So that's just how viruses infiltrate, how they live, and how they bind. So that's definitely something that you need to know about. We'll also talk a little bit about bacteria. Bacteria are biotic. So unlike viruses, these are actually biotic microorganisms. So these are biotic microorganisms that can make us sick. They are alive even outside of humans, but they thrive in humans because the bacteria that make us sick thrive in us because we have lots of water, lots of nutrients, and things that are just good conditions for them. So bacteria could live elsewhere. They could live, in a swamp or other places, but they're biotic microorganisms like humans just because we have a good place for them to live their normal lives. So we have moist, nutrient-rich bodies. So they want to take over our bodies. Now, as we learn more about the immune system, we'll see that your body doesn't just let the bacteria spread in it. We have many ways to fight off these bacteria. One of the ways is actually something that you might not think about is your body actually produces a fever. So let me pause the video and cause you to think, why might your body actually cause itself to have a fever, even based off of what we're learning so far? You should be able to think about and answer the question.